All right, lovely people. How you guys doing? It's been quite a while. Yeah. So you guys can remember my face, right? And I'm so excited to have you guys join us here today again for another very interesting session. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you for coming around. Thank you. And happy weekend to you. Happy Friday. I hope your week was good and your Friday is starting off well, and you're going to do Thank God it's Friday. So nice to meet you guys, beautiful people of EWEI. Thank you so much. I hope you've been having a great time with all the sessions that have been going on so far. So good. And today we are back again to learn something new. So I wanted to share with me what has been the high points for you throughout these sessions. So tell us, what did you learn? I mean, what did you pick up? Do you learn how to run ads? Did you learn social media? Did you learn content? What did you learn? And see if you'll be kind enough to share with me in the chats. I will really be happy. So Emmanuel is in the chat, so please say hi to Emmanuel. Emmanuel is joining us from Akwa Ibom, Akwa Ibom, and I'm here in Abuja, Nigeria. And it's a great privilege to be doing this with you guys again. So thank you so much for coming around. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Che. Thank you, Mure Mer. I hope I got that correctly. Kimute, Halima, Hussein, Hassi Bonnet, Hawa, Abdullahi Dennis. Thank you, Ayuba Lovina. Thank you. Zainab, thank you for joining us. Abdul Karim Yusuf, thank you so much for joining us once again for another very interesting time together. And yeah, so the best way for you to let me know you're here is for you to type something in the chats, right? So if you don't type, there's no way I'm going to know you're here, all right? So in as much as I see the comments, I can only know that you're here if you type something. So be kind enough to type something, all right? BC, hi, how you doing? Hello, Dennis. Okay, Dennis learned the art of designing my message to fit my client's needs. Thank you so much, Dennis, for sharing that. Please, if you learn something in the course of all these activities, please share with us in the chats before we get started. So today we're going to be talking about tools necessary for running a successful business. My name is Udeme, and I'm going to be your trainer for today on this very special topic. Kimute learned how to run ads. Interesting. And how to write your profile. Very beautiful thing. Oh wow, that's nice. That's quite cool and very heartwarming. Thank you so much for sharing. Hassan Hidris, hi. Gladys, nice to meet you. Esther, nice to meet you too. So please do us a favor, locate the thumbs up button, give it a smash. So when you smash it up, you're going to see it splash. Please do that for us. And the second thing you're going to do is, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do that. It will only take you 1 second, and turn on that notification in case, because we definitely need content that are coming from this channel. So please turn it on. All right. And what else now? So click on that share button, copy that link, and invite somebody. Someone is supposed to be here, possibly they've forgotten, or they've mixed up with the time or something. So please be your brother's keeper. So copy the link and remind them that we are here, we're waiting for them, we're expecting them, and we hope to see them. Okay, so do that for us. Thank you so much, Kimute. I see you. Zainab said I was able to open a website, about Snow. Okay, I didn't get that properly. And so many other things. Thank you so much, Zainab, for sharing. Thank you. That's so heartwarming to know you started with a website. That means possibly you must have used one of the website builders, right? Which one did you use? WordPress, Wix.com, what is the other one now? Squarespace, Google Sites. Which one did you use? Please share with me. Or you use a Google Business Profile. Please share with me in the chat. Thank you so much. That is so heartwarming to hear. Hello, Joshua. Ubaja, Jennifer, thank you so much. Catherine, I see you. Thank you so much, guys. I'm super excited you're here. and we are going to be having another great time together. Hussein, hi, I see you. Okay, so please copy the link, invite a friend as we get started. All right, I hope you have a writing material close by so that you get to learn about everything you need to learn, and that will help you. Okay, so if you don't have a writing material close by, please grab one. You're going to need it. Yeah, you're going to need it. Okay. All right. Okay. So once again, my name is Udeme, and thank you so much, Hassan. I see that's very, very kind of you, inviting somebody, reminding somebody. Thank you so much, Abamen Kibu. I hope I pronounced the name properly. Please, if I didn't pronounce the name properly, don't throw stones at me. I'm just an Imibio brother from Akwa Ibom States. I'm not quite familiar with some of the pronunciation of your names. Please don't throw stones at me. Thank you so much in advance. All right, Itama, hi. Nice to meet you. Itama Okulebe. Please, which state is that? Help me, please. Itama, which state is Itama Okulebe in Nigeria? Okay, Zenab. Okay, use Google Sites. Oh, wow. Interesting. One of the Google Sites is not very popular as far as sites building is concerned, right? But if you used it, that means you saw something about it. I mean, the Wix and the WordPress, those ones are more popular than Google Sites. But thank you for sharing. Thank you so much, Zainab. And it's so exciting to know that you had a website from what we shared here. Okay, Dorcas from Ghana, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Edo. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you so much. I have a few Edo friends here in Abuja. Okay, so let's get down to business. So we're going to talk about tools necessary to run successful business, and we're going to be doing it in 3 different segments. So first of all, we're going to learn and make you understand what the Google Workspace is, and what tools are available in the Google Workspace, its core functionalities, and the benefits of using those digital workspace tools. And then you're going to identify tools to boost communication across your business. Then we'll talk lastly about you being able to explore what tools you can leverage to increase collaboration across your team. Okay, so we're going to be doing that in the next couple of minutes. So if you have questions, please don't hold back. Whether you have questions from what you're learning today or questions from what we learned previously, any of the sessions, whatever you didn't understand, please feel free. All right, feel free to ask. Ask questions. Feel free, and don't hold back. I will throw in a few questions in between, and I would love you to participate. Let's make it fun. Let's make it interactive so that you have a great time learning together. All right. So let's do that in the next few minutes. So we have questions again. Please don't hold back from the last sessions and this current one. If there was anything you did not understand and you want me to explain some further, please be kind enough to ask in the chat. My eyes are constantly here so that I won't miss any questions. And Emmanuel is here as well, so if I miss, he's not going to miss. He's equally very capable. All right, so let's go down to business. So let's talk about, which tools you currently use to communicate? Which tools do you use in your workplace to have communication with the team? So many people use different things. Some people use Zoom, some people use email, some people use instant messaging, some people do video calls like the one we're having right now. Some people have WhatsApp, some people use Slack. So let me know the one you use. Which tools do you currently use in your workplace? Which ones is best for you? So share with us in the chat which one works for you. So which tools you currently use in your workplace to communicate, obviously. Which one works best for you? Hello, Isaac. How you doing? From Uganda. Oh, wow. Nice to meet you. Uche Brown. Okay, email on WhatsApp. Thank you so much for sharing. Who else? Email on WhatsApp. Who else is sharing something? Email on WhatsApp. Email on WhatsApp. Zoom. Okay, Sarah, thank you. Slack, email, and WhatsApp. Thank you, Isaac. Muremeth, WhatsApp. Where are you from, please? Mure, please help me. Um, Mure uses WhatsApp. Dennis uses WhatsApp, email, and LinkedIn. Thank you so much. Who else? One more before we go on, because we need to keep to time as well. One more reply. What tools do you use? WhatsApp and email. Okay, you're from Nigeria. Okay, your name doesn't really sound Nigerian. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so let's go on. Let's go on. Thank you so much for all the replies you gave to me right now. So let's continue from here. So what are business tools? I know you've heard about business tools before. And so we are going to be talking about business tools, and we'll narrow it down to the Google Workspace tools. So they're just a collection of softwares, or let's say applications, that actually help businesses and workplaces to bring efficiency into their processes, right? Collaboration, the communication, the customer support, and all of that. And don't forget that the G Suite, the workplace, the the Google Workspace, yes, the Google Workspace was formerly called G Suite, which was the short form of Workspace. Now, with ergonomics, when I studied ergonomics in production engineering in my final year as a mechanical engineer, I learned that a workspace is that place where you sit inside in your workplace. So let's say your workplace is 25 Otako, right? That is your workplace. Then inside that your workplace, you have a table, right? Where you have your desktop or your PC, you have your maybe your headphone, you have everything. That now becomes your workspace. Now, workspace is defined simply as that place that you can get a lot of things done without the need to stretch, and all of that. So you can get everything done within that space, right? So that's what means, that's what a workspace actually means. So now when Google says they're giving you a workspace tool, they're just trying to tell you that they're giving you a tool that it's an all-in-one kind of facility where you can get almost everything done around your business without the need to stretch too much, stretch here and go to a different brand to borrow this tool, go to a different brand to borrow this tool. So that's what I was just trying to explain about the workspace, right? So it's a digital workspace. People work online, you know, and there's wherever there's a stable internet, you can get to do your thing. And it's a collection of cloud computing tools. Most of those tools are actually saved on the cloud. You need to save them in your system, right? And there are productivity tools as well. There are collaboration tools where you can get to create documents, create spreadsheets, slides, and more. You can store data, store files, store information safely. And it's marketed by Google. It's a Google product. You're going to be drawing a line between the one you know or the one you knew and the one we're talking about right now. Okay. So example of the tools we have on the Google Workspace. So we have the Google Gmail, we have the Google Calendar, we have the Google Meets, we have the Doc, Sheets, Slides, Forms, Jamboard, we have the Admin Console, Google Sites, like what the lady there in the chat used to build our websites. And all of this, they are all under the umbrella of the Google Workspace. Now, for instance, if you open your Gmail right now on your device, what you're going to be seeing there is Google Workspace, right? If you open your Google Meets, you're going to be seeing Google Workspace. If you open your Drive, what you see under is Google Workspace, right? So it's an umbrella name for all these tools. And I know most of these tools are not strange to you. As long as you have an Android device, you must have had an encounter with one or two or three or more of these tools, right? So we'll be breaking down a few of them for you to know. So meanwhile, which other one do you know, apart from the ones you're seeing on your screen? Which other ones do you know? Okay, so we have the Gmail, we have the calendar, we have the docs, sheets, slides, Drive, the Meets, the Forms. Which other one do you know? Let me see if there's anybody that knows any other tool. Please feel confident to just write anything. I mean, Even if you are wrong, nobody's going to throw stones at you, right? So feel free, right? And we are here to learn. So make yourself comfortable. So which other tools do you know in the Google Workspace? I'm sure a lot of you are using Android. Classroom, beautiful. Thank you, Chair. Okay, so Classroom is one of the unsung heroes of the Google Workspace too, but does a lot of wonders. Thank you so much for sharing. Which other one do you know? Say something, right? Say something. Just say something. Just try. Google Doc. Thank you so much. Doc is there. Yes, I am Idris. Hangouts. Thank you so much, Uche. Hangouts it was replaced by Meets. All right. Thank you for sharing. It feels like you're somebody of that generation, so you know so much. Okay, which other one do you know? Any other one? One more before we go on. Anybody? Okay, nice try. Maps. Okay, I almost missed that. Isaac, sorry. Yes, thank you. Maps is one of them. Zoom. Okay, Zoom. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Okay, Zoom is also a video call app. It's not one of Google's products, right? Zoom is a different brand. Thank you so much for saying something. I really appreciate that. So the Zoom of Google is Meet. Okay, that is a video conferencing tool for Google. Zoom is a brand on its own, right? And then Microsoft and Teams is on its own too, right? And which other one now? You know, there are a lot of them. Blue Jeans, there are a lot of video tools. There are lots of them. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. Okay. Teams. Okay, Dennis, I almost missed yours. Teams. Yes, Teams is for Microsoft. I just explained that. Is a video tool for Microsoft, right? The video tool for Google is the Meet. Google Meet. Okay. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me. Okay, so let's go on. Let's talk about getting started with the Google Workspace tools. Okay, so with the Google Workspace tools, you get to, like I mentioned earlier, you get to create documents, you get to create presentations, you get to record, you get to analyze, you get to present your data, you get to brainstorm, you get to manage your projects, you get to store your files, you get to communicate globally. And these tools are very, very important for all these reasons that we just mentioned. Now, first of them, top on the list, there is smooth and improved and increased collaboration within the team. Now I'm going to explain to you why collaboration is very, very important. And there's also improved communication within the team. And people that use these tools tend to work smartly. So you don't just get to work hard, you work smartly, right? And then there's adequate and quite an enhanced security that is present also with these tools. So let's talk about the importance of these tools. We'll come back to all those reasons shortly, where I'm going to break them all down. So importance of using this business tool. So you get to create documents, you get to create business presentations, create pitches, you can collect data, you can analyze your data, the figures, the data you can store, you can manage your files online, right? Wherever you have an internet connection, you can have access to your files. You can network, you know, you can effectively communicate also with other businesses or individuals within your team. So all these things, like I explained earlier, is more like an umbrella name that covers everything you can get done without the need to stretch. Remember, I explained that your workspace is a place you can get to do almost everything without even need to stand up from your seats. You can get to stretch, do this within that one space. Okay, so let's talk about smooth collaboration. So when you use the Google Workspace tools, you have a lot of options to be able to collaborate. Now, I'm going to explain that by speaking about these collaboration tools, the Google Docs, the Google Sheets, and the Google Slides. Now, before now, you can bear me witness that these three elements, these three tools used to be the one we knew when we were growing up was the Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and the Microsoft PowerPoint. So the Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint are all now the business tools that we knew. Microsoft was the brand that used to dominate that space. So now what is unique about this particular one is that you can get a lot more done, right? Without the need to pass through all the hassles that we used to pass through back in the days. For instance, the doc is very useful for collaboration to allow you to have multiple users, and it's more like the word processing tool that we used to have back in the days, where you just get to type things, print, download, and all of that. But the beautiful thing about the Google Doc, right, is that you don't need a particular software in your PC to be able to get things done, right? So that's what makes it very interesting. I remember back in the days, you have to, sit down and type and type and type. After typing, you're going to save it, and then you download it, and then you attach it in a mail, or maybe send it through WhatsApp, and then the next person continues. All of that are in the past. So all you just need to do is just have a browser on the device you're working with. You just need to copy that link and share it with whoever you want. Now, again, you can also give the person you're sending it to some levels of access. Okay, I can decide to give you an editor's rights. I can decide to give you a review rights. I mean, you can only review the content. You don't have the right to change anything on the content. I can only want to give you a viewing rights. So you have all those facilities present on the Google Doc, right? And you're not going to be suffering the hassles of it got corrupted along the way when you copied with a flash and all of that. All of that is in the past now. Now the Google Doc is like the Microsoft Word. Remember, the Word is the word processing document. Now the Sheets, Google Sheets is now like the Microsoft Excel. Remember, with Excel now you can do calculations, can do analysis, whether you're planning or whether you want to export the form that people filled for you, want to export it, it exports down to the sheet, and then you're going to see all those information arranged in rows and columns. And remember, all these tools are highly secured, right? So I can decide also to give you some level of access. I can decide to give some person some level of access as well. And I don't need a particular software to use the Google Sheets, right? That's what also makes it very, 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 very interesting, okay? So people can have rights to edit, people can have rights to view, people can have rights to review, okay? And we also have the Google Slides. Now the Slides is that tool that we used to know for when we're using the Microsoft Word to be the Microsoft's PowerPoint, basically used to present, to design presentations, right? And all of that. It has the same features. I remember with all these files now, you can always download it in various formats. I can decide to download my Google Slide file in PPT format. PPT format is a Microsoft format that we used to know. You can download it in PDF, you can download it in several formats, right? Same, you can download the Google Sheets documents in form of x.xls, which is a Microsoft Excel format, right? You can download the Google Doc documents in .doc format, which is the Microsoft Word format. You can download it in PDF, you can download them in any other format that is available there. So it's a whole work made easy. And remember, again, you don't need a particular software to be able to use these tools. All you need is a browser and an internet connection. So that's what makes it very, very interesting. And remember, you can't lose files on these platforms. Remember, back in the days, for those of you that are millennials and Gen Zs, I'm sure you won't really know. So what happened back in the days is you're going to actually find out that when the computers came in newly, we find out that when you type, if power goes off, that means you've lost everything you were doing. As if you did not press Ctrl S and you save that file, you've lost everything. You need to start afresh. It used to be very frustrating. So now they began to produce the UPS, very short, small stuff that can hold the light for maybe 15 minutes for you to save your files before the system finally goes off. Eventually, Microsoft decided to do the autosave thing. So now, even if light goes off, you can always come back and autosave will bring it up from where you stopped, right? But while all of those were the processes, the growth what's happening. Google came up with their own, so you don't even need to pass through all those hassles. All you need is an internet, because these things are automatically saved to the cloud. I'm going to explain what that cloud and where that cloud is as we make progress. But just know that wherever you left it off is where you're going to find it. And all of us can work on the same documents at the same time. You can see what I'm doing. You can see what you're doing. Whether you're present here with me, whether you're present in Kafanchan, or you're in Edo State, or you're in Benin, or you're in the US, wherever you are, all of us can work on the same document as long as we have the internet connection and we have access to the files at the same time. And that's what makes it very interesting, and it's super, very, very interesting collaborative tool. Now, collaboration has it that all of us can work on the same document at the same time. We can do one thing at the same time. That saves time, makes work easier, makes work faster. Remember when I said before now you need to finish your work, you send it to me in a file, I'll finish my own, send it to the next person. All those time lapses automatically gets cut off. Okay, so now those three tools I've mentioned, which one do you think I'm using to present to you? Which one do you think I'm using to present to you right now? Did I miss something? Yes, is in the attendance, Isaac. Hello, Michael from Zambia. I hope Zambia is good today. Esther, hi. Esther uses WhatsApp. So which one do you think I'm using to present to you right now? Google Slide. Thank you, Che. Any other opinion? Thank you, Che. Let me see. Say something. You don't need to be correct, right? And you don't need to be wrong too. Any other person? Maybe one more before we move on. Google Slide. Thank you, Zainab. Maybe PowerPoint, Uche. Okay. Sarah, slides. Thank you. Okay, so slides is correct. Thank you so much. Yes, so remember PowerPoint is the one we used to know back in the days, right? And PowerPoint will not give you room to collaborate. I know there are tools now to collaborate with the Microsoft, but the free ones will not give you room to. And the Microsoft, you need to have the app installed on your device. I don't need an app on my device. I just need a browser, and that's it. The browser is enough, and an internet connection, right? So you can work on those tools, can edit anything I want to edit when I want to edit it, and it just works. I mean, so it's work made easy. Thank you so much for those beautiful replies. Okay, so let's fire on. Okay, so you also have platform collaboration. You also have improved communication. So the Google Workspace tool will help you have improved communication when you're using the Gmail, you're using the Google Meets, which is a conferencing tool, or maybe you're using the Google Currents, or maybe the Google Chats. Okay, so all these tools are really, really important for you. So let's talk about the Gmail. Now the Gmail, I know there is obviously maybe a few number of people that don't use the Gmail. So as long as you have your Android device, you automatically have a Gmail. So people use the Gmail to send email, both free emails to people. You can send attachments, you can create groups, you can create mailing lists. You can, the Gmail is actually integrated alongside with the Google Calendar, and then alongside with the Google Meets, right? So that is why if you set up a meeting with your Google Calendar, it automatically it can give you a link to add a meet to it. And you can also, when you finish setting up, it sends a message to the email of whoever you invited, right? But the difference between that particular email that you have in your device and the one we're talking about today is because this particular email comes with the ability for you to be able to customize it. Now, if I send you a mail with udeme@gmail.com, and if I send you a mail with udeme@impacther.com or .org, which one will you take more seriously? Tell me in the chat. Which of those mails will you take more seriously? Thank you, Kate. I saw that. Kimote, thank you. Which of the mails will you take more seriously? Will you take udeme@gmail.com, which is a free version, or you take udeme@impacther.org? Which one sounds more serious? As if I want to discuss business with you. You saw email from those two different, which one will you pay attention to? Which one will you feel? Okay, let's say there were two different people, two different organizations. One sent a message to you with a free email at gmail.com. Then another person sends a message to you with at the organization's email.com or .org, whatever it is. Matter, impact, all right? Thank you. So that is the difference between the email we're talking about here and the one you have. I hope you understand the difference now. The one you have access to on your Android is a free Google account, right? You have all those things present, the doc, the sheet, the slides, everything. They're all present there. But there's a slight difference between the one you have and the one we're actually talking about right now. So obviously, the email is that tool that will help you to be able to look much more responsible, especially if you are discussing business, right? The one with Impactor. Thank you. Thank you, Idris, Zenab, and Elizabeth. So people want to see you look serious. People want to see you do business with a serious mind, right? And one of those tools that you're going to be using is the Google Workspace tool. Now, the Google Workspace tool is not free, right? It's not free. It comes with all those tools that are also present in the paid one, okay? But this one comes with premium features. The email, you can be able to customize it. So now going to be maybe udeme@impacther.com, not udeme@gmail.com, right? So there are two different things. People know this is an official communication, right? So in the Gmail tool is very, very safe. It blocks spam up to 99%. And sometimes you even check out that some of your important emails will get to the spam because the device, the security thing is very, very sensitive. So sometimes people will they'll ask you, check your spam, because possibly Gmail must have sent it to the spam without even knowing that it's had important information. And with the Gmail, now you can migrate on all your information from your Microsoft, can migrate information from your Apple, from your Mozilla, Thunder, can migrate everything down to this Google Workspace email, and that is what also makes it very, very interesting. Okay, and don't forget the Gmail synchronizes with your Google Calendar, like I explained earlier. You can set up a meeting on Google Calendar and it sends a message to your Gmail, and you can also add the feature of, you can also get to add the feature of the meets. All of them work together to make life quite easy for you. So now calendar is that tool that will make your life very easy. Free service, you can use it to organize your schedules, you can use it to coordinate your activities, coordinate your events, right? It integrates the Gmail, like I said, the Gmail integrates the Drive, integrates your contacts, everything. They're all intertwined, so they're all safe. For instance, if you look at that top right corner where something looks like a square with dot. If you click on that place, it takes you to all the tools that are present. I'm sure maybe I can show that to you at the end before we call it a day. Let me see if I can grab that somewhere and show it to you. Okay, I'm looking at a question now. 1 second, please. Please, if you are yet to smash the thumbs up button, please do that for us. Thank you. My Gmail is no longer free. I paid $3.89 3 days ago to have access to 100 gig of space and against 15 gig default space. Okay, that's your Drive, not Gmail, right? The Drive actually holds everything, every information, your attachments, the things you are saving, and just everything, right? It holds everything around your Google Workspace, whether it's calendar, whether it's an attachment that comes to your Gmail, whether it's the things you're saving on your Drive, they're all they're all saved on your drive. We'll talk about the drive shortly. Yes, and you can release the space. It used to be 25 gig before Google cut it down. It's now 15 gig. Mine is almost filled up self. So you need to have maybe clear some locks that are not useful, or you just keep paying, right? You just keep 380 every month, just to give you some more space. That I prefer that option, just space, so that I don't delete the important things. And Hassan said, I use Gmail every second. I mean, it's my favorite. Yes, that's absolutely correct, because you need to check in your Gmail to see what messages, what information you have, and all of that. Can we use a smartphone for all this, or it must be on a computer? No, you can use a smartphone. This one is not like it's not like running ads. Running ads, we need to use a PC so that you get things done faster and easier. Okay. Yes. Organization email. Yes, I understand. Okay, so let's go on. Let's talk about we are done with the calendar. So let's talk about the Google Meet. Now the Google Meet, like I mentioned earlier, is synchronized in the calendar, and it's also synchronized in the Google Mail. For instance, now if you're using your Gmail on your device, you can set up a meeting from your Gmail. You can set up a Google Meet meeting from your Gmail, right? And now, one other thing you should also understand that you don't need an app. You don't need the app for it to work, right? So and it's also not sensitive to the operating system. That means you can use it on iOS, which is the iPhones. You can use it on Androids, which you can use it on Windows. As long as you have a browser, it will work. Okay. And now the meets that you're having from the Google Workspace can take up to 250 people in a meeting. I don't think it has a time limit. But the meet that you have, the free version, the one in your regular Gmail, can only take up to 100 people, and it can only last for 1 hour. After 1 hour, the meeting will disconnect. Just like the way Zoom used to do for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, it will disconnect. So Gmail just began that, and Google just began that recently, because before now, that one link can serve you for a longer period of time. But now they want you to start paying money to use the workspace. So now if you are a big fan of the Google Meet, which I'm a big fan as well, because it's lighter, it consumes less data, it's less complex, the interface is very easy. And before now, Meet was completely not a regular tool. Meet was just a premium tool. It was the Hangouts that I think Hassan mentioned earlier that used to be the regular tool. Meet was a premium tool. Just people that pay money for the workspace are the ones that can have access to Meet. So now, when they opened it up during the COVID, everything worked up until I think sometime last month or thereabouts. When they then shut it down to 1 hour, it must be after 1 hour that link has expired. You may use it you may use it in the next 24 hours, right? But that one link you created after 1 hour, you can't use it again for that day, and it can only take up to 100 participants in that meeting. Whereas a paid one can give you 250 people, and it can run for a longer period of time, right? So that is what Meet is for. So now, remember I said the Meet is the one for Google. Zoom actually exists. Zoom is a different brand. Microsoft Teams is a different brand. It's a Microsoft video conferencing tool. And yes, one other thing that this will help you to, apart from communicating easily, that will help you to work smartly. Remember we spoke about how you can collaborate within the teams. Everybody can do the same thing at the same time from different locations, and that saves time, and that is you working smartly, not just working hard. You store your files on the drive. All the files automatically save to the cloud, and that cloud is where the drive is. The drive holds everything and holds them very, very safe. And you have adequate security as well. Google tools, Google products are very secure. In fact, if someone wants to break into your Gmail, the person will have to sweat. Because if you activate your two-factor authentication, what will happen is going to be you're going to see things like they're going to ask you to verify with the phone number. After verifying with the phone number, they will send, are you the person that's trying to log in here, either a yes or a no? Then they will ask you for a number, 3 levels. Google call it two-factor. It is actually 3 levels of security. So whoever wants to break into your Google tools will have to suffer. So, so that's what makes it a very, very secure tool to have access to. So you want to have your documents saved up in a very safe place. All right, so that's what makes it also a very interesting point to do business with. Okay, so let's talk about the storage tools. Remember, I told you I was going to be talking about the storage tools, which is the Google the Drive. Like what also mentioned, it pays extra money for Drive. Yes, Uche. Yes, what you paid money for extra is possibly the free version of your Google Drive, right? Google Drive basically used for storage, okay? Basically used for storage. And it comes with, before now it used to be 25 gig, but now it is 15 per user. Now, if you have exhausted your 15 gig, you need to start paying money like Brown did, okay? So now, from that space where you're paying from, you have everything that is available. Like, I mean, you can go there and just store your files, can upload files, everything is just made easy. All the files you ever thought you lost, as long as you opened it on the Google platform, just go there and check on it. Go to your Drive and check on it, run a search, you find it. From here now, you can now share the document to people. You can now copy the link, you can now upload more documents, and all those things, they're all present with Drive. It's a safe space, right? It's a very safe space, and that's the common, that is one umbrella of the workspace, okay? So everything is safe, everything is secure in the Drive, all right? So if you're paying for the workspace tool, the Google Workspace tool, the one we're actually preaching, right? It comes, I think, it comes with different ratings of storage space. So you can have maybe 250, can have 1 terabyte, can have 2 terabytes. And if you are using the Google for Education, Google for Education is completely free. I mean, like, you can save the whole world, save all your village, save all your village people. You won't exhaust the space, right? So you have enough space to do everything. Like, I mean, the Google Workspace, Google Classroom rather. In the Google Classroom now, you have to save up some lesson that you were teaching, do some videos and all of that. That makes it a very interesting point for you to pay attention to. Okay, so if you have the workspace tool, you have much more you can do, right? That's just what I'm trying to explain. There's more you can do with the workspace tool. Okay, so if you have any questions, please ask. I'm here before we go to the next part. We have to wrap up in good time as well. So far. Yes, Google is a real deal. Thank you, Che. Yeah, so a lot can be done, yes. So as long as you have your internet, as long as you have your device, you can access your files from anywhere. You don't need to be in a particular table to be able to get things done like it used to be. You need to hold a particular laptop. I can save it on my phone and use my system to access it, right? Anything, like, I mean, it just life made easy. Yeah, smartphones work too, yes. The important thing is just for you to make sure that you subscribe to it. And now, one thing you should also know is Google's products, most of Google's products are free. This is just one of the very few of their products that are not free. Running ads is not free anywhere. Using tools like this is not free anywhere. But Google gives you the room to use a free version, then gives you the room to get to pay for much better version. So this is just one of the few tools. That's what I'm trying to explain. It's just one of the few tools of Google that you actually have to pay money. So I'm encouraging you, if you own a business and you would love to look more professional, like I think Zena, you're the one that told me you opened the website. So you can want to use that, your domain name, right? And set up a Google Workspace account. It's not even that costly. I think is it $4 or $6, right? Per month per user. So let's say you have a small team. So you're just looking at maybe $12 every month, and then you can make use of these tools. You present the proposal, send email to somebody. You look at you like a responsible person, like you mean business. You don't want to look irresponsible if you're using your @gmail.com to communicate with people, right? Okay. Yeah. So any questions? I enjoyed that Google Meet, but yesterday we did Google Meet for about 3 hours and I didn't disconnect like Zoom did. Okay, mine disconnected. I'm not quite sure which version you're using. Are you using the paid version? Oh, Hassan is you, so that means you're on the paid version, right? Yes, you're on the paid version. from what you explained earlier. So it's not possible with the free version. Again, like it was maybe a month ago. Google recently decided to just stop it because I think they want more people to now subscribe to. I want more people to now subscribe to the Workspace too. So that is why they're blocking it so that everybody can now go and pay for the premium tool. You can just do your meeting across time and everything. Nobody don't stop. So recently they decided to stop it. So you can't enjoy that work meeting again. I always prefer Meet to Zoom and all those other tools because Meet is easy, the interface is easier, navigation is easier, the tools are not complicated. Zoom is a little bit complicated in my opinion. Right, so it's quite easy to set up meetings and all of that. A few little controls here and there. And I really appreciate Meet for how simplified their products, and that is how Google products are. Most of their products are really, really, really simplified. Yeah. Okay, Miriam, you're not that late, but thank you for coming eventually. Thank you so much. Mariam, sorry. Okay, so let's go to the last part before we call it a day. Please, if you have questions, Emmanuel is there, and I'll be taking the next break to answer to your question. So let's look at how to create a Workspace account. So very simple. So all you just need to do is head over to workspace.google.com, and you just need to input your business name and then add your contact details, and that's it. The number of employees you have, the location of your business, and add your contact details, which will be your first name, your last name, your email. Update your business information as well. Add your domain name. The domain name is, for instance, impactor.org, google.com, meta.com, meta.facebook.com, Twitter or x.com. That's the domain name, right? So now you're going to have to buy a domain name because if you are paying for the suite and you're not using it for the email customization, you're not really doing yourself good. You're not consuming it for, so you have to provide a domain name. So one domain name can save your website, and that one domain name, as long as you pay for it, can save you for your Google business profile. Okay? So, so you update your business details, choose a password, and do all around. So a couple of tips to help you improve communication across your business. You need to create in-person communication. You need to stay organized. You need to create mailing lists and set up projects or team rooms. Let's talk about each of them briefly. So first of all, you need to create in-person communication. A couple of tips for creating in-person communication. So 4 ways of doing that would be, first of all, you need to once in a while create schedule regular team calls, check-ins using the Google Meets or the Google Hangouts. Okay, Google Hangouts is outdated right now. So you have the Google Meets to actually do that. So they just know that they're not going to do more than 1 hour with the free version. You can do limitless time with the paid version, right? And then you can always get to connect with other colleagues of yours across the globe, with all these tools. So one thing why you want to check in, you want to be able to have people brainstorm with you and share ideas on the team's project, hold virtual meetings as well. You want to be able to join with different devices. So you don't necessarily need to have a PC or a desktop, or maybe anyone can work, or maybe a tablet. Any of those devices can work, right? And you enjoy the same benefit as if you're using a PC to enjoy your meeting. Okay, so now a couple of tips more. You need to also stay organized. What is the tool that will help you stay organized? Which other one than the calendar? So that calendar is a tool that is going to help you to get your life in order. So organize yourself. You're able to see people's schedules so that you don't pick up programs into their schedules, their personal schedules, right? So you're able to jump into their calendar and see what is happening around them. And to help you to stay organized. So trust me, before I started using the calendar, my life used to be very interesting, right? So you're forgetting activities, forgetting event things you're supposed to be doing. And that's not an excuse in a corporate setting, right? So you want to be able to put out everything you have to do at time so that you can get everything done properly. People can also see your calendar so that you don't bring in activities into a space that has already been booked. Okay, so the calendar is a very powerful tool. You want to try to make yourself to be able to get yourself organized. Okay, so if you are not using the calendar yet, please try to start using it. The next one, you need to create mailing lists. So the importance of mailing lists would be for you to create a group list, maybe something like PR@impacther.com, training@impacther.com, training or marketing@google.com. So to help you to be sending regular status updates to people within that team, sharing of materials and resources, including invites, also that will also help you. And then you can always, can help you to increase visibility, can also help to foster community, right? So you don't need to type everybody's email, type Emmanuel's email, type Zainab's email, type all those email one after the other before you just send. You need to click on that particular email group that you have, and then the email goes to everybody that falls under that group. So that's what makes it a very, very interesting platform for you to take advantage of creating a mailing list. Okay, so the last one, you need to also create rooms and create projects. Creating rooms and creating rooms, setting up projects and team rooms. So what's to that? To help you with that is going to be the Google Meets, right? The Google Meets is that tool that will help you to, create rooms and chats. Can have breakout rooms on Google Meets. I don't know if it's still available in the free version, but it used to be. So you can just it could be a breakout room where everybody broke out to, have different chats from the main room, right? So the main room is going to actually let everybody do the communication thing. But when you have a breakout session, right, everybody can have discussion in separate chunks, right? Where you can get to encourage the team members to network with each other, share project ideas, exchange thoughts on best practices, create stronger bonds of community, and that is going to be useful because you're using the Google Meet platform. All right, and again, you can always communicate from anywhere, right? And remember, the Google Meet, I'll give you the room to take up to 250 persons. You can't do that on the free one, right? So if you have a large room, or maybe you're organizing you're preparing with an organization, maybe you have partnering with an organization to train a lot of people, and you're supposed to be using the Google tool, you need the free version. You need the paid version rather, because you have to do so much, right? 50 people is not a small number to accommodate per time, so you want to have all that number in one team. All right. Any questions before I give you an activity before we go? Yeah, San. So if your space for Google finished and you subscribe, then they added your space, and the next month you didn't subscribe again. The next month, would they use the previous space they gave you? Yes, I think so. I've not actually experienced it before, but I think so. Obviously you didn't pay for it now, so you may lose it. What I'm not sure of is what will happen to the information that you saved in the extra space. Yeah, but I mean, it happens with all tools. If you did not, you paid for email marketing to be done, and then at the end of the month you did not resubscribe, the service will be disconnected. That means you can't send email there. I think it applies same way. I've now actually had the privilege of paying for it, paying for my personal email space, Google Drive space to be increased. But I think it will be disconnected, right? So what I'm not sure is how they handle the information that was saved in that extra space. Please bear with me. I don't have that information. I don't want to give you any wrong information here. Yeah. Any other questions before I give you my activity? The information you save will be there, but you can't access any other space until you renew it. Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I've not actually used it before, so thank you, Che. I've learned something now. All right. So a little activity for you before we go. So what you're going to do is, for those of you that don't have, these apps on your device, so you're going to go to your Apple Store, or you're going to go to your iPhone, and then you go to, Apple Store or your Android Play Store. So go there and then search for Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Drive, and Google Meet. Download them and install them on your device. Let me know when you are done. But while you're doing that, let me show you something. Where is it now? Let me show you something. So now this is my personal email, right? This is my personal mail, and it captures all those tools I shared with you earlier. Right? Thank you so much, Manuel. Please fill your attendance correctly so that the certificate will come to you. So now look at it. If I click here, you're going to see all those apps. So this your personal account comes with all this information all in one, right? The same thing applies to if it's a paid account. Now the difference between a paid account would be it may not carry your face, right? No, that's not true. It will carry your face. You know, when I pay for a package, for instance, if I pay for a full package, I'm going to assign an email to members of my team. Let's say we have 5 of us. So I'm going to have my own login details. Worker B is going to have his own login details. Worker C will have his own login details. Like that, like that. So each of us now can have all these tools present. We'll have all these tools present. But the difference is this tool, if I click on this one, it can only give me access to 100 people. But that particular one can give me access to 250 people. This my Gmail now is not going to be udwonder@gmail.com. Now it's going to be maybe udeme@impacthand.com. This is my Gmail, this is my drive now that holds 15 gig. It's going to now be maybe 1 terabyte storage or maybe 2 terabyte storage, right? Calendar is just going to be open for everybody. You know, the YouTube will still be there, and the Play Store, all these things will still be there. All these tools, the doc, the sheets, the slides, the forms will still be there, right? Just that these ones will have some little extra premium features, not like these regular ones, right? Not like the regular ones. The regular ones will not give you all the features that you are looking for. And don't forget that the forms you are filling up now was created using the Google Forms, right? So now if you are on your phone, you don't need to log in your Gmail onto any browser you're using, preferably Chrome. So when you come to an home page like this, just look out for this place. You click on this, and you're going to see all the apps that are available, right? So you can see all of them. See these ads, right? These meets, this calendar, and all these things, doc sheets, slides, and everything. They're all in this place. So it's a great place for you to start thinking about how to get things done. Okay, so have you done that? Have you downloaded the Meet, Sheet, Slide, Drive, and the rest of them? The certificates will come. We had a little hitch from our system, but it has been fixed, but it's going to be coming, right? Thanks for asking, Isaac. Okay, any questions before we jump off? Please fill attendance correctly. Thank you so much. And it was a great time dealing with you guys today once again. So let me know, have you filled your attendance before I let you go? Have you have you downloaded those tools? And if you are yet to smash the thumbs up button, please do that before you go. Do that for us, please. Thank you. If you are yet to smash it, please smash it. If you are yet to hit the subscribe button, please do that for us. We have about 23 of you here. We had about 30 something people. Please do that for us before you go. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification if you are yet to. Please do that for us. Thank you so much. And yeah. So any other thing before we go? Okay, so before we go, I want you to drop for me your favorite emojis before we go. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you're going to have a great weekend. So go ahead and catch some fun. Don't be boring like me. All right, so let me drop mine while you're waiting for yours. Okay, so that's mine. So drop yours before you go. Thank you so much for coming around to learn. Thank you so much. Coming around to some ideas with us. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, everybody, for such a good time we had together. All right, so enjoy your day, enjoy your evening. Is it evening? It's afternoon here. Hot? It's not hot. It's afternoon here. So enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and try to go out and catch some fun. All right. Bye.